What's up, YouTube? My name is Ty, financial advisor. Welcome to my channel. Please like the video, please subscribe, and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. So here's GOEV, Canoo. This finishes at $4.61 today. That is up 29.13%. So we discussed this stock 2 days ago on Tuesday. There was some very bullish news. Walmart put in a huge order for 4,500 vans. The stock went gamma squeezing, pulled back a little bit, but today it looks like it's again gamma squeezing. Major price action, major volume today. And once again, it did make top 10 on StockTwits, had over 3,000 mentions, so once again, we're going to analyze it. And there was a reason as to why this stock went up so much today. We have even more bullish news, so let's check that out. Canoo has been awarded by the US Army to supply an electric vehicle for analysis and demonstration. This contract supports the U.S. military's focus to incorporate scalable and adaptable capabilities in operational and garrison environments. So yeah, really bullish news. They got an Army contract. And also, in addition to that, RF Lafferty adjusts price target to 17 from 20 and maintains a buy rating. So they actually lowered their price target, but they're still extremely bullish. They think it's worth $17. It seems like the apes and the institutions jumping in here, pumping the stock up today. All right, let's go ahead. Let's jump right in and analyze here. So first of all, this appears to be a cup and handle in the making, bottom of the cup being the low of 175, and there can be multiple possible tops. It can be 510 or 630, and in the longer term, this is part of an even bigger cup and handle where this has the potential to go back up to 1335 or even the all-time high of 2490. Although I do think the most realistic top would be 630. But those are all bullish indicators. That is telling us that the stock should come back up to one of those tops to complete the cup. And here we do have an inverse head and shoulders forming. So it's kind of difficult to see, but here would be the first shoulder, and here's the head, and now the second shoulder is forming. So that would be a bullish indicator. That is telling us that the stock may break out to the upside. And here we have a bull flag developing. Here's the flagpole, and here's the flag. So that's a bullish indicator. That is telling us that the stock may break out to the upside. There is a gap down back here at 575, so that's a bullish indicator. That is telling us that the stock should come back up to 575 to fill this gap. And now for the bearish stuff, we also have a gap up at 270. So that's a bearish indicator. That is telling us that the stock should come back down to 270 to fill this gap. And it appears like we have a triple top here. Here's the first top, here's the second top, and today the third top formed. So that is a bearish indicator. That is telling us that the stock may be due for some pullback. In the aftermarket here, this is pulling back down to 456. So if this aftermarket action holds, that would be a bearish indicator for tomorrow. That is suggesting that tomorrow this stock might sell off. And here we do have a symmetrical triangle forming. Right now this is consolidating between $5 and $2.80. So this should consolidate somewhere around $3.90. And from there, it could break out to the upside or the downside. So the symmetrical triangle is currently a neutral indicator. And if you guys want to follow along, the link to the chart is in the description down below. So right now, this is sitting on the support of 460, which it finished at today. So if this goes to the upside, next levels of resistance would be 470, 480, 495, 510, 525, 530, 540, 555, 570, 585, 595, $6, and then 615. There is resistance above 615, but we're not going to discuss that right now. And if this goes to the downside, next levels of support would be 450, 440, 380, 375, 365, 360, 350, 345, 340, 330, 320, 315, 305, $3, 285, 275, 265, 255, 245, 235, 225, 215, 210, 205, 190, 185, and then the low of 175. So right now at the current price, 460, the channels to the upside and the downside are pretty decently sized, so expect a regular amount of price action either way this goes. However, if/when this breaks 440 to the downside, the channels open up and get really wide, so expect a significant increase in price action if/when this breaks 440, and then at 380, the channels narrow again. So from 440 to 380, expect big price action, and below 380, expect regular price action again. RSI is currently at 74, so this is officially in overbought, overvalued territory, so be careful guys. And this did 183 million in volume today, biggest volume day of the year. Definitely gamma squeezing again today, so this pump/squeeze today was confirmed by the volume. Okay guys, just my opinion, not financial advice. So long term, the stock looks pretty bullish. We got a very strong bullish indicator in the cup and handle here. However, in the short term, I do believe this is due for some pretty big pullback due to the bearish indicators in the gap up, triple top, and high RSI. So therefore, if you want to go long, not financial advice, I would not do that, and I would not recommend that. I think you pretty much missed your chance, and if you were to go along here at 460, the current price, that would probably be FOMO. Again, overbought, overvalued, and as with every squeeze, it'll have to pull back, just a matter of when, not if. Again, there's a gap down at 575. The stock should eventually come back up there. So from the current price of 460 up to 575 where the gap is, that would be a 25% upside potential. And from the current price 460 down to 270 where the other gap is, that would be over a 40% downside potential. So I would say going along at the current price, 460 would be a high risk, high reward play. It can pay off, but too risky for my liking. I would personally set the buy orders to 270. This should come back down there to fill the gap in the short term. So from 270 up to 575, that would be over a 110% upside potential. So I would say going long at 270 would be a low risk, very high reward play. Excellent entry, in my opinion. So I don't like the entry of 460, but I can support going long at 270 and lower. And if it pulls back, then you can just average down at the supports that I mentioned before. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice, seems like a pretty good play to me. I do believe this gamma squeeze will cool off and pull back pretty significantly, back down to 270 at least to fill the gap. Again, that would be a 40% downside. But I would say going short here would be a medium risk, high reward play. I say medium risk because the squeeze still is on, although I do believe it'll be over really soon. Still upside risk though. And I say high reward play because, again, 40% downside potential here to fill the gap at 270. So definitely worth a shot, in my opinion. You should be able to make 40% on the downside here, at least, as long as you're able to withstand some upside pressure. So I can support going short at the current price, 460 and higher. And again, I would cover at 270 where the gap is. And that should be a relatively easy 40% downside gain. All right, pretty straightforward, guys. Very bullish news today. They now have an army contract along with their Walmart deal. The stock gamma squeeze today. In the long term, the stock looks really bullish. But in the short term, we are starting to get a lot of bearish indicators. So I do believe the squeeze will wind down, come to an end pretty soon. And this is due for some pretty big pullback. So if you want to go long, the current price of 460 is not a good entry. Overbought, overvalued. Probably going to get burned if you go long here. This should pull back down to 270. Where the gap is. I think that'd be an excellent entry. Really can't go too wrong there. Not too much downside potential and huge upside potential in the long term. And if you want to go short, looks like a pretty good play to me. It may run to the upside a little bit more, but I don't think there's too much more upside potential and huge downside potential. So I can't support going short at the current price, 460. And again, I would cover at 270 where the gap is for a relatively easy 40% downside gain. So congratulations to everyone who made money in the stock today. Consider taking profits if you're up, not financial advice. And good luck to everyone currently in the stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is GOEV, Canoo. Thanks everyone for watching today. I appreciate you guys. Please, like the video. Please subscribe. And catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. You apes already know, diamond hands to the moon. I'm Ty. This is Smarter Gambling. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out.